Hello guys, welcome to one of my unboxing videos. This is the very first unboxing that I'm doing, and this is for an RC truck called SST Racing. It's from an SST Racing, and the RC truck itself, it's called an Expedition XMT. This is the very first unboxing that I'm doing, and I hope you guys like it, and please leave a comment. So let's get going. This is, I just got it today delivered, and this is a delivery cane box. Let's get this away. Now the first thing that I want to show you is that these guys like SST Racing make a lot of stuff, and this is basically brushless off-road truck. It's rated as a buggy, but it's actually a truck because they do make buggies as well. This is the actual truck, and it's called an Expedition XMT VE, and the model number on the company's website would be 1989 Pro. Okay, this is advertised as a 1-10 scale truck, but according to the company, and we would know very soon that they claim it to be a 1-8 scale nearby truck. The specs on this is it comes with 2.4 gigahertz digital radio, that's 2-channel, but you get a 3-channel receiver with it. So if you have a transmitter that's 3-channel, you can bind it with this. It's bindable, so no problem. This is an aRiyano model, so it comes ready to run out of the box. Of course, you have to get your own batteries. Other than that, it's out of the box, ready to run. It's a four-wheel drive, so again, it's a lot powerful than the others. The box itself comes with all this stuff. The left tires, right tires, the truck itself, and the other boxes for the radio and the other kind of accessories that they could give you with it. The box also contains a manual, and which does not really tell you a lot, but just gives you basic ideas of the parts and accessories that comes along. So do not rely on anything for the manual that you're going to get any idea of the manuals. It does not contain anything in the manual. So these are the right tires. You get the pins for the hex adapters. And these are the wheels. Now these wheels are this design. You could be getting any separate design because the company has about, I think, 3 designs of tires. The mag wheels will remain the same. You will get the chrome mag wheels, but the tire design itself could be different if you're not ordering them specifically. This is what random I got. The same thing is with the left. 2 tires for the left side. Basically, the stock system for this is you get 3400 milliamps, 7.4 LiPO, but I went ahead and ordered another battery, which is 5000 milliamps, again 7.4 volts LiPO, which can really, of course, give me plenty of power to run with. I do have another Traxxas truck for which I ordered another battery, so it doesn't have to go into this box. Opening the other box, this is the radio that you get with it. It's a 2.4 gigahertz digital radio, and they have not mentioned on the catalog or on the website that what is the range of this radio, but I reckon it could be something around 200 to 300 meters. I've seen it somewhere else, and the guy told him that he got about 300 meters range out of this radio. This is a pretty neat, simple, just a trigger, in and out, wheels, turn right, and this is a nifty thing that I like about this radio, that instead of the pull antennas, which tend to break out a lot, it has a swivel, foldable antenna, so if you want to store it away somewhere, you can just close the antenna, and when you're using, you just open it back in again. For another controls is that you open this box at the back, and it gives you plenty of other controls, which has basically the steering trim and the acceleration and the buttons that shift your the steering the other way around if you're not happy with the settings. So that's all about it. 2.4 gigahertz digital radio. This is stock. One more thing I would like to tell you is that it features a charging port. So if you throw in rechargeable batteries in this transmitter, you have a facility to just hook up a charger and you can recharge the batteries inside the transmitter itself. So no worries about getting separate chargers for your rechargeable batteries if you need to use rechargeable batteries in these. Another great feature which is amazing is that it features a DSC port. What you can do is that you can get an adapter, hook up this transmitter to your computer via USB port, and this will act as your virtual transmitter for the computer. So you have any virtual games on the computer, any training programs, you can hook this up to your computer via USB port, which you can buy as an option. This is a really great feature of this. What I did was I ordered a lot of accessories and parts, optional parts for this truck, because over here in Saudi Arabia we do not have a lot of hobby shops, and it's really very big problems that we get accessories and parts for RC stuff. So I went ahead and I bought a lot of parts just in case if I would need them, like the dog bones and the spur gears and the arms and so on. So these are the basic stuff that comes along with the box. Now let's go to the truck itself. And as I told you before, that the company claims that this is a 1/10 scale truck. They advertise it as a 1/10 scale truck, but according to the size, it should be around close to about 1/8 scale truck. I do have a Traxxas which we will compare it with. So let's get first this out of the box. We get scissors ties, so you'll have to just snap them out with a scissors or something. Alright, this is the basic truck. It comes without the tires hooked up already to it, so you would do the tires yourself. They are with the clips hooked up. It comes with a pre-painted body, as with other trucks, but if you request the company, they might send you a transparent body where you can paint your own truck designs and paint. I opted for a red one. They do have two options, which is one red and the other one would be a yellow color. Yellow is more bright, but my favorite was red, so I went with the head with red. Inside the truck, the Pro version comes along with the metal caps for the shocks themselves. They come with 4 pre-fitted shocks. They claim that this is a 60 amp ESC, which can throw up a lot of power. 60 amps is not a joke. It is. So they say that it's a 60 amp ESC, which is again fan cooled. You can see the fan over here. This is my 3,400 milliamps battery, which comes stock with the truck itself. This is a 3,400 milliamps, 7.4 volts LiPO. You can opt for a NEMA battery, but LiPOs are, of course, as you know, that LiPOs just came out, and they are light in weight, stronger in volts. They give you a lot of juice. So whatever happens is that LiPOs give you a lot of juice with less weight on the truck itself. The company claims that the servos hooked up in this system can take a load of 9 kilograms. So that's huge. Normally you get about 3 to 6 kilos torque of servo, but this servo, as per the company, it is claimed to have 9 kilos of power. The motor itself, the company claims it's a 3,000 kV motor. And there are no markings altogether on the motor. It comes with pre-fitted heatsink, the motor bracket where you can hook up the motor, a short antenna cable, 3,000 kV motor run by a 60 amp powered ESC, which is fan cooled. The shock towers are themselves aluminum, so you should not be having any problems with breaking them off. But of course, if you're doing really rough times on the tracks, I don't think that you can break them off easily. The hex hubs are again also aluminum, and the caps, as we spoke about this earlier, the caps on the shocks themselves are aluminum. These are oil-filled shocks, and you can opt for different kind of oil pressures and how good the oils are. It depends. And if you can see, the throw on these shocks are really well done. The chassis is hard plastic. It's about, say, 3 mm this way. It's hard plastic, but it's really cool. The bumper, I sort of did not like the bumper that much because it's kind of really normal plastic. It's way too close to the shocks themselves. The shocks are protected by the bumpers, by the way. So if you're hitting something hard, you would not hit the shocks themselves directly. First you would go with the bumpers, then you will get to the shocks. But if you just remove your shock, your bumper, your shocks will get a direct hit if you are hitting something. And of course, with a truck of this size and this power, you will be hitting stuff around. So I reckon this is a temporary bumper that you're going to have, and you might be needing to change this, because if this breaks off, your shocks will be exposed to anything that hits up. Double arms on both, with the links metal, adjustable. And that's about it. The receiver goes in this box, by the way. It's protected by a cover where the dust wouldn't reach the receiver itself. It's again a 3-channel receiver with a 2-channel radio. The transmitter, 3-channel receiver means you can, if you have a 3-channel transmitter, you can bind it. It comes along with the binding cable. You can bind it easily, so that's not a problem. Let me tell you again that this is a LiPO version. You can again get an EMA version, but again, for a truck this size, they claim that 1/8 scale, you would better go ahead with the LiPO version instead of the EMA, because you wouldn't get that much of juice out of it. Let's compare it, because I do have Traxxas Stampede. This truck, believe it or not, is 7 years old, and it still runs really well. It's all plastic, but the plastic is really cool. It runs on Speed Gems 17-ton single motor, and it has a Super Rooster ESC on it. It is an email version. It doesn't have. This is not LiPO, and I'm using a Futaba radio with it. These are plastic cap shock, oil shocks. So these lasted 7 years on me. So I hope that these, which are metal caps, would last more than 7. I don't want 7 years, but at least they should last more. I have not hooked up the tires yet, but if you can see the difference on this is a 1-10 scale truck, by the way. And this is again a 1/10 scale, but the company claims it to be near of 1/8 scale. So just side by side. Just simple, it looks a little bit bigger than the 1/10 scale. If you could just see it here, the chassis itself is really big. The chassis is big. It's bigger than the Traxxas. The Traxxas chassis is only as wide as the battery itself. So that's really, maybe you can see it here. How it looks. I like the bumper on the Traxxas. This is a very flexible bumper, and I'm hoping that I can remove this bumper and hook it up onto this if I could. Alright, we'll pause the video at this point, and we will come back with the assembled version.